Good morning all of you. Today we can discuss the next law of exponents, that is fifth one. That is for any rational number x, x raised to 0 will be 1. That is for any rational number, if its power is 0, then its value always will be 1. We can prove that using one example. Suppose if we know x raised to 3 divided by x raised to 3. Okay, using the law of exponents, how we can do this? If it for a division, how we can do with the same base? If it is same base, we can do that using that property, second property, x raised to subtract that powers 3 minus 3. Okay, so that we will get x raised to 0. Okay, x raised to 3 divided by x raised to 3, we will get x raised to 0. Now the same x raised to 3 divided by x raised to 3, we can find out its value by normal division by x cube by x cube. This we can write in this form, x cube by x cube. So what is x cube? X multiplied how many times? 3 times divided by, here also x multiplied by 3 times. So when we cancel each like terms, what we will get the answer? The numerator and denominator we will get 1. 1 by 1. So what will be its answer? 1. So from this 2, here we got x cube by x cube. One answer we got x raised to 0. The same x cube by x cube when we do in the normal division method, we got its answer as 1. So what we can say? X raised to 0 is equal to 1. If the left hand side are equal, then right hand side also will be equal. So we can prove that x raised to 0 is equal to 1. For any rational number, if its exponent is, if its power is 0, its value will be 1. That is, for example, a raised to 0, what is its value will be 1. Okay, now 8 raised to 0, its value will be, if 8 is a rational number and here given its power is 0, then what will be its value? 1. Next, 2 by 3. 2 by 3 is a rational number and if its power is given as 0, what will be its value? That also is 1. Okay, so for any rational number, if its power is given 0, then its value always will be 1. That is the fifth law of exponents. Next, sixth law, for any rational numbers a and b. Okay, take any two rational numbers a and b. Law 6. For any rational number a and b and for any whole number m, we can say a into a raised to m into b raised to m. Okay, a raised to m into b raised to m equal, here you look, here the power bases are different. A and b are different numbers, but here the powers are same. Okay, in the first law, what we discussed, x, that is, in that case, bases are same, powers are different. Okay, now here bases are different and if the power is same, a raised to m into b raised to m. Okay, so what will be its answer? You know, first multiply this a into b, a multiply with the b, then take its power as m, whole m. So a raised to m into b raised to m equal a into b whole raised to m. Okay, this is the sixth law of exponent. That is for any rational number a and b and for any whole number m. So a raised to m into b raised to m equal a into b whole raised to m. This full exponents law you want to study well and by heart it well. Okay, then we want to use these laws for doing calculations. Next, so one example, if we want to multiply 3 square into 2 square. Okay, if we need to multiply 3 square into 2 square. So we can say, without using that law, how we find out this? 3 square means 3 multiply how many times? 2 times. 3 into 3. Okay, 3 multiply 2 times, that is 3 into 3. Next multiply 2 how many times? 2 times. So 2 into 2. This we can rearrange. We know multiplication is commutative, that we already learned. So instead of this we can write this 3 first multiply with 2. 3 into 2 into then 3. Next 3 multiply the next 2. Okay, 3 into 2 into 3 into 2. So here 3 into 2 we multiply how many times? 2 times. So that we can write it as 3 into 2 whole square. Okay, so we proved that 3 square into 2 square equal 3 into 2. Then first multiply the bases, then take its whole power. Clear? So for another question, if we want to find out 4 raised to 6 into 5 raised to 6, what will be its answer if you use this law? A raised to m into b raised to m equal a into b whole raised to m. Using that law, how we can write it? 4 into 5 whole raised to 6. Okay, so here the power should be same, then only we can use this. 4 into 5 we know that is 20, so 20 raised to 6. Clear? Now another question, express as a single power. If the question is given like this, giving some examples and we want to express that in single power. So this law we can use in that type. 2 questions I am taking from textbook. 3 raised to 4 into 5 raised to 4. 3 raised to 4 into 5 raised to 4. What will be? 3 multiply first with 5. 3 into 5. Then take its whole power 4. So it will be, that is equal to 15. 3 into 5, 15 whole raised to 4. 15 whole raised to 4. This is the power with a single number. Next, another question. 8 raised to 9 into 8 raised to 10. 8 raised to 9 into 8 raised to 10. What is this answer? Here the bases are same but the powers are different. In that case, which law we want to use? First law. So it will be 8 raised to add the powers 9 plus 10. So this equal to 8 raised to 19. In each case you want to check which are same here, bases or powers are same. In this case you look, bases are same. Okay, and the powers are different. In that case you will add the powers. Write the same base as the base of the answer. Okay, so for each laws you want to study first, then we can do all this type of questions. Another question. 8 raised to 0 into 3 raised to 0. What will be its answer? 8 raised to 0 into 3 raised to 0. What is 8 raised to 0? That we know. Otherwise, if we use the power law, exponents law, that we can write 8 into 3 whole raised to 0. Then we will get 8 into 3, 24 raised to 0. That's equal to 1. That way you can do. Otherwise, we can write here 8 raised to 0 is 1. 3 raised to 0 is 1. 1 into 1 is 1. Anyway, you can find out the answer. Okay, if you know the concept, then you can do that problem in any way. Another question. 10ab whole raised to 0. What will be its answer? 10ab, and it is given whole raised to 0. Its answer also will be 1. Now we take this 10ab as a rational number, and when we take its power 0, its value also will be 1. Okay, using this exponents law, you can now 2 more laws, one law remains that we can discuss next class. So using these much laws, you want to do the remaining exercise questions from the textbook. Okay, that write in your notebook. Okay, thank you.